Art is too important not to share. Welcome to the Allie and Callie Artcast.
Hi, I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie. Welcome to the Artcast.
Yes, welcome. And we are still in Boise.
And we are, oh my God, if you could see the view, we're in a room with a view.
We are, yes.
Remember that movie?
I do remember
that movie. It was beautiful. Anyway, it's gorgeous out here.
We have a view of the entire Boise Valley in front of us.
It's stunning.
And it's stunning.
Yeah, we have had the best time in Boise.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say Boise or Boise?
How about Boise?
Boise. That sounds very bougie.
It does sound very bougie.
I like it, though.
Well, yesterday was really fun. We went to Freak Alley.
Oh, my God.
Which is a little mural gallery that has been set up in Boise.
Who started it? Do you know?
I don't remember his name, but
it'll come to me.
Yeah,
and
but
we'll put
I
it
saw
in the
that
comments.
It was 2002,
yeah.
I think.
It's pretty impressive.
And it's a place where artists can go. And we talked to Ted Atwell, and we talked a little bit about his piece. And then if you go to our Facebook page, which is Allie Callie Artcast, you will see a little video soon.
Yes.
We have to still edit it.
We'll get it there.
But really cool little snippet of the valley.
It's like graffiti art, and it's beautiful. There's so many different artists, and it just changes.
Changes all the time, but there are some pieces that have been there for quite a
long
while.
Time. Anyway, it's very cool. We've had a blast here in Boise. We've had great company. And
great food.
Oh my God, the food. Where did we go last night? It was so good. Diablo and Sons.
And I want to give another shout out to our hosts, Eileen and Todd Swanson.
That's right. They have been so kind.
They have been delightful.
I might have surprised them a little bit in the middle of the night.
Yep. Well, that was okay.
That's a long story. That's for the After Hours podcast.
But this morning, we sat for probably a good hour and a half just talking.
Yeah.
And my favorite comment of the morning was, there's a lot of ovaries in this one. And I'll just mention Todd was a doctor who delivered babies.
Yes.
An OBGYN.
Yes.
And so he's retired now. His wife, Eileen, was a nurse. They're happily retired, doing wonderful, fun things.
Yeah.
Like bike riding, traveling.
Yeah, having a great time. So they've been kind and wonderful. And special shout out to everybody. Today, we have a special guest.
Yes, we have Kennedy Shioya.
Very good.
Thank you.
Oh, welcome, Kennedy. We know your mother really well.
Yes, your mother is our co-producer, and we renamed her Administrative Executive Secretary or something like that.
Wow. And she's the CFO. But we're so delighted to have you. You're so talented.
Kennedy works in leather.
Yes.
She does leather design, mostly bags.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about your work.
Okay, so I specialize in contemporary, modern, handcrafted leather bags. So I use the old technical way of making bags, but make them into modern styles.
Modern styles.
Yeah. But I mostly do bags, but I do accessories too. So
you've got wallets,
card holders, mostly card holders. No traditional men's wallets.
Oh, right.
Because
why? You don't want to.
Because why?
Right?
Why?
I make earrings too and bracelets. And
yes,
then
I've had some earrings of Kumé Designs.
Have some too.
It's Kumé Designs.
The card holders sell a lot.
Yeah,
because nobody carries cash anymore. So.
Right.
It's so true.
It's why should I make up a whole new design for a man
unless my husband
that
gives
wants
it to me?
It's always the men that are like, why don't you have any men's wallets? It's well, anything can be a wallet.
I know, right?
It's true.
I'll show you.
Give me a minute. I'll show what I have. Right. Exactly.
Well, give us a little background on you.
Okay. I break up my life into 3 separate categories. From California, grew up basically in Coeur d'Alene. And then I've lived here for almost 10 years in Boise for almost 10 years.
Because you went to Boise State, right?
Yeah, I did. I originally was an oil painter, large scale.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So in high school, I got really into painting. And I was painting portraits mostly in high school. And so I went to BSU in 2016. Was it 2016? Yeah, it was 19. And so I started the art program there, but then like your art progresses as you are in school. And so I started doing, it was almost like realism.
Hard to describe.
It is kind of, it's like realism, but in a voyeuristic perspective.
Oh yeah.
So I
like
did
through a window or something
or like
that.
through like if you're like up
high looking down.
Like a perspective. Skewed perspective.
Oh, cool.
And so in college I did a lot of, like, my friends were like my muses.
I love
so
it.
I would paint like my best friend Chase. I painted my mom. I painted one of my good friends Riley. I've painted all my friends actually.
That's cool.
And then I painted, which I really liked, was one of my favorite collections of paintings, was my apartment, the small apartment. I painted every single room in it from like a different angle.
Oh, cool.
So I did like my kitchen and my dining room, my living room, and my bedroom. But it was all in like a lived-in space, so it wasn't like clean, because I'm not a clean person. I'm a very type B person, so it was like there was dishes in the kitchen. The kitchen table was really messy, and like everything was just kind of.
I would call that lived in.
Yeah, lived in. Right?
Lived in and loved.
Yeah.
So that's your style.
So those are my favorite paintings that I've done.
Yeah.
And
how cool.
Yeah.
So did you get your degree?
Yeah.
What's your degree in?
It's a bachelor's in drawing and painting.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Are you still painting at all?
I started a new painting. I actually covered up one of my senior project paintings. Because I was like, I don't know if I want to keep it, and I want something for like my new place. But then it kind of fell off.
Oh,
but it's a portrait of me and my boyfriend Ted. So
oh, nice.
It's really cute. It's gonna get finished eventually, but it's in a 4x4, 4 feet by 4 feet.
Oh, big
painting. Yeah.
Nice. And are you an oil painter? Or?
Yeah. So
okay.
I do oil painting mostly. And yeah, I started in high school doing oil painting, and I really liked it. And then tested all the mediums in college, and then still did oil painting.
I think it's really important to test all the mediums and see, because it's amazing how many artists that we've talked to who start in one little area and then they explore and then they find, this other thing is...
Well, that's what actually brought me to leatherworking, because my last semester of college, I took a textiles class where we did like weaving. We did like that whole, what is it?
The loom.
The loom, yeah. We did like a little loom project, and then we were like sewing, and I've always sewn, like growing up I sewed all the time. Like my grandma taught me how to sew, and I always did like crafty things like crocheting and knitting and stuff. And so I was like, I really like want to get back into sewing. And then I saw some like ASMR TikTok of somebody doing leatherworking, and I was like, I know I can do that.
Yeah.
And so me and Ted were just like lounging on the couch, and I was like, let me look up if there's a leather store in Boise, and there was, and I was like, let's go now.
Yeah, right.
And it was like,
inspired.
Okay, yeah. And
I love it.
It was like a little kit, like an at-home kit, and it was like a wallet and like a travel bag thing. And then I just started from there, and then...
Oh, cool.
That's great.
Remind me what ASMR is.
It's the sound.
It's the sounds. Like,
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What inspired you to get into leather? You just found it, or just kind of...
I've always loved like fashion and design too. Like I wanted to go to college for fashion design, but I ended up liking painting more. But I just wanted to be able to sell something that I was making, because like with painting it's hard because you have to find like the right audience.
Yes, it's so true.
Everything. It's a lot.
It's tougher.
It is a lot.
But with something that's like handcrafted, like people love handcrafted stuff, and people like leather. It lasts for a long time.
I think art that is usable is a better commodity because that's what people are looking for.
Yeah. It's like it'll last forever, even if it's not vegan or whatever. It's going to last a long time.
Right.
Even if it does need repairs, it's going to last forever.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
and it is nice to like hold something that you made and be able to just see somebody wearing it. And
you're
it's
like, I made
oh my
that.
God, that's mine.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Right. So how do you come up with your designs?
So I will browse like some trending brands and look at their bags, like Madewell or Saison or like all the like brands that are really popular right now. And I'll look at the bags and be like, okay, I think I can make something similar to that. And then I'll just...
You just do it.
I'll look at the dimensions a little bit and be like, I can probably tweak it to a size that'll work better for what I do. But it's basically just seeing what's trending and what like a lot of people are wearing too, because it's definitely changed from when I started making stuff to now, because now it's like more of the bigger, like slouchier bags.
Oh yeah.
But when I started, it was more like the tiny crossbodies. Yeah. So it has changed. So it is. You just got to keep up with what everybody
trending.
else is coming up.
And so then you add a lot of creativity by choosing the color. I mean, you've done some fun things with colors.
Yeah. The colors are, I go on Pinterest and I'm like, trending colors of 2025. And then I'm like, okay, which one is going to like translate on leather like really well? Like I did this cobalt blue one year and it did so well. And it was like one of the like everybody was wearing that color that year. So I was like, okay, let me try it. And then like I sold out within like a couple days.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And tell us, what is your website, just for everyone out there?
Yes.
It's kumedesigns.com.
Okay.
KUME designs.com.
For all your screen printing needs, trust the local you can count on. Pyramid Printing has been a Coeur d'Alene favorite for over 2 decades.
Specializing in screen printing, embroidery, signs, banners, and stickers. For all jobs, big and small, just give Eric a call.
Email us at info@pyramidprintingcda.com or give us a call at 208-664-0254.
pyramidprintingcda.com.
Greetings, listeners of the Allie and Callie Artcast podcasts. This is Jason from Tubbs Coffee Roasters. Keeping art alive and culture relevant is the heart and soul of our community of creatives. And as a local coffee roaster who loves a good origin story of a painter or a farmer or a musician, we proudly support the Allie and Callie's Artcast podcast's expansion and exploration through positive conversation. So grab a cup of coffee, preferably one from Tubbs Coffee Roasters, and tune in, humans. Your ears will thank you.
Your name is Kennedy Shioya, but your company is called Kumé Designs. Where did that come from?
So Kumé is my middle name, and that is a Japanese name. That was my bachan's name, which is my grandma on my dad's side. And it's my middle name, and I decided to...
Is she the one that taught you to sew?
No, she isn't. But she did sew. She mostly crocheted though. Like she crocheted socks and Afghans, like all the time. Like for Christmas, we would get like scarves, beanies, socks, the whole thing. So she was very creative. She also did like singing and performing at like Japanese festivals. And so and my other grandma too is also very creative. So I grew up
She's the one that taught you to sew.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So I grew up around 2 very creative women. My like grandmas, I guess.
Right.
My mother's not that creative.
She's good with numbers.
Good with numbers. But yeah,
creative.
So they both like really, I was very around like creative women my entire childhood. So I was always wanting to do like something hands-on. And so leatherworking just kind of like fell into place, which has worked out really nicely.
Yeah, creative designs.
And it is pretty big in Japan. Like a lot of like there's a lot of Japanese like specialists in leather, which I've really noticed. And it's pretty cool. I'm kind of like traditional.
Yeah.
So where do you find your leather?
When I first started, there was a distributor in Bend, Oregon. And so there was like a lot of flaws in the leather, so they would sell like big bundles of leather for $200 and you would just get random, like whatever they would send you.
Right.
And so that's how I started, because I was like, I can't be like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
Might as well start here.
Yeah.
Right?
So I started buying those bundles, and then I started hand sewing. So you do like the horseshoe stitch, which you have 2 needles, and then you go
in and out. Okay.
Yeah. And so I started making wallets at first, and then kind of looked up like patterns for tote bags, and was just like, okay, let me just try a couple. And I think my mom has my first like big tote bag that I made. And so, but I would hand sew everything, like the big pockets on the front, like everything.
Wow.
And then eventually, once I started doing markets, I was able to buy like a leather sewing machine, and then
the rest is history.
Yes. Yeah. Take the weight off my shoulders.
Speaking of that leather machine, I was watching one of your Instagram. It was Instagram or TikTok. I think maybe it was TikTok.
Probably both. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe both. Where you actually did a time lapse of your 3-fold wallet. The making of the whole thing. It was fascinating. I loved watching you use that machine. It was really cool.
It's super fun. I've been trying to like film more content like that because people really like it. Like it's really cool to see. But sometimes with the bags, it just takes so long.
Right.
But with stuff like the wallets, it's easy to just like prop your phone up and just have like an hour's worth of stuff to just like go through and like pick and choose. But yeah, I just actually recently started sewing the wallets, because I was doing it by hand, but just the quantity, it was getting a lot, so I recently just started sewing it on the machine.
Well, I don't think there's anything.
I mean, they look
really similar.
So if they want to watch you on Instagram, where do they go?
It's Kumé Designs on Instagram, kumedesigns.com, and then TikTok is, I think it's Kennedy Kumé. But I don't really sell anything on TikTok.
Right.
So it's just
for fun.
Right.
Well, that's fun.
And it's a good editing like source too. So I'll like just post it on TikTok just to be like whatever, and then I'll upload it like later on Instagram because it's easier to edit on TikTok than Instagram.
Oh, okay.
See, these are things we don't know.
Right. I know. I see you a lot. You'll pop up and you're modeling your latest design. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. You got to keep in with the know.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you're in a couple of stores in Boise, right?
Yes, I'm in one store in Boise right now. It's Old Speak. It's a book beer bar that one of my friends just opened.
Very fun.
And then I'm in a store in Harrison up in North Idaho.
Which is, to me, a really random place to go put your stuff, but I love that.
Yeah, it's called the Driftwood Mercantile, but my stepmom gave the woman my card.
Oh, that's
and was
awesome.
Like, I think like Kosh's daughter would be like great here.
Oh.
And then she reached out to me, and then
that's perfect.
Yeah,
I love that. That's so cool.
It's very random, but my dad does play over in Harrison a lot. So
so
it kind of makes sense, but I'm like, I don't even think I've been to Harrison. I don't even know where it is.
But that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The lady's really nice too. Her name is Christy. She's really cool.
Well, that's a shout out to
We're
them.
going to have your dad on a podcast here coming up soon. He's part of the band Paper Flowers.
Yes, the Paper Flowers.
Yeah, so we're that's coming up later this summer.
They do Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, yeah.
Tribute band.
Tribute,
not cover.
Yeah, no, it's a tribute band.
Did I say cover?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Just don't say cover.
I did not say cover.
I did not say cover. No,
I didn't think I did, but I don't want to get in trouble. I'm just saying. I love music. I don't want to get in trouble with the musicians.
I know.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, don't want to get on the bad side of musicians.
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
So Kennedy comes from a pretty creative family because her brother Keanu also plays music, so there's lots going on in that family.
I'm like the Nepo baby of Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene musicians.
Right?
That's awesome. That's awesome. So where do you see yourself going? Leather's your thing right now, but you're more than just a leather artist.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there'll be more painting in your life, or do you see yourself in galleries? I mean, do you want to go beyond?
So. I would like to go beyond Idaho. I've always felt like I was bigger than Idaho. But with painting right now is probably...
It takes a lot of time.
It takes a lot of time and a lot of space. You have to have good ventilation, especially for oils painting.
Exactly.
So you don't want to give yourself brain cancer.
Right.
It's so true.
But with leatherworking, I really want to start getting into more stores. That was like one of my big goals this year, and kind of drive my online presence a little bit more, because at markets, it's just like, it's easy work these days. So.
Right. And you do quite a few markets, right?
Yes, I do a lot of markets in the summertime. I think I did 16 or 17 last year.
That's a lot.
It was a lot, yeah.
Wow.
But the winter time is like the best time to do them, because people are...
They're kind of craving.
Yeah, they're craving to buy stuff.
Yes.
And it's funny because at the winter markets, people, like, you would think that's like for gifts, but everyone's shopping for themselves. So, like,
I know, isn't that funny?
they're like, yeah, we'll buy something here for somebody, but I want some of this stuff for myself.
Yeah.
Right. I go Christmas shopping and then I see all these things. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I would like that.
I might give it to them.
I have to remind myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
what are
not
we
for
doing?
me. It's not for me.
Yeah, but the markets are really fun, but they are a lot of work. So that's why I'm like trying to get more of like online business and getting into stores, so I don't have to, because they are long days. They're like almost 10-hour days sometimes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So, yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But where do you do markets in Boise? Oh.
I do them like everywhere. The Botanical Garden was like one of my best ones last year. It was at the Savor Idaho event, which is a wine event.
Oh, fun.
It's like a wine tasting event, which is super fun.
Oh, yeah, your mom's going to come and help you with that this year, right?
Yeah, she helped me last year too. And it was perfect weather too. It was like great weather. And my other really, like, that was like the best one ever was at the Grove downtown Boise at the Boise Center. It was called the Wintry Market.
Oh.
And it was like,
were you
shocking.
outside?
No, we were inside.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my grandma was actually here, the one that lives in Arizona. She was here helping me, and we like crushed it. It was
good.
Crazy.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I think we sold like 20 bags in 2 days.
Wow.
That's great.
It was insane.
So tell me, how long does it take? Let's say you make a medium-sized bag. How long would it take you to make one bag?
From like start to finish, I would say like 3 hours.
Wow. That's
With
great.
breaks though.
Yeah, but that's great.
From like cutting to like 3 hours.
And now you're not hand sewing. You're doing
Yeah,
it
hand
with a
sewing would've
machine.
taken
Yeah, there is
longer.
portions where I do hand sew, like the straps I like to hand sew because I feel like it's just a stronger feel. Because, I don't really, like, sometimes the sewing machine, I'm like, is it going to hold?
Right.
Do I trust
Do I
this?
trust it? Yeah. So
Exactly.
usually, like, a tote bag like that, around, like, 3 or 4 hours. And then, like, a smaller one, like the smaller everyday crossbodies. That one I've been getting so good at making because I'm trying to, like, expedite my time.
Oh, sure.
And I've been doing 2 at a time, and it took me, like, 2.5 hours.
Wow.
And I was like, I feel like I'm getting it down, like, really good.
Right.
And where the quality's good and it's going by fast, so I can crush them out.
Ever feel like work and life are pulling you in opposite directions?
You are not alone. That's why we created Thrive, Learn, Connect, a podcast where personal growth meets professional success.
Each week, we share real conversations, insights, and actionable takeaways to help you navigate life and work with more ease, joy, and purpose.
Whether it's managing stress, building better relationships, or finding balance, we are here to help you thrive.
Listen to Thrive, Learn, Connect wherever you get your podcasts, because growth starts with connection.
Kennedy, tell us, what are your upcoming markets?
So if you're in the Boise area, or Treasure Valley, is what they call it, I will be at the Riverside Hotel May 4th for a Mother's Day market.
Oh, what
nice.
a great idea.
Yes, it's at the Riverside Hotel right in Garden City, and it's a bunch of different, I've never worked with these people before, so there's going to be a bunch of vendors that I've never vended with.
Okay.
So it'll be different for me, but I'll be there May 4th, and I think it's all day, like 10 to 4. And then June 8th, I will be at Savor, Idaho at the Botanical Gardens.
Nice.
And can I just mention that the Botanical Gardens are at the old penitentiary, and it's a beautiful place where they do live music and all these fun events.
They do like a concert series in the summertime.
Nice.
Which is super fun.
That's fun.
It's pretty cool. You get to dance with the spirits.
Ooh, that sounds like our kind of, that's our jam.
Oh, that's our jam.
Totally our jam.
But yeah, it'll be there. You do have to pay tickets. It's around like $80-$90 per ticket.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you do
Sounds
wine
like
taste
fun.
all day.
Wow.
3-hour increments, I guess. But
Ooh.
yeah, that is my next one. And then I've applied for a couple.
Have you thought about doing art on the green in Coeur d'Alene?
I have, but there is one here in Boise that is also art in the park that I did apply for.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And so that's in September. And then I applied for the Coeur d'Alene Street Fair.
Oh, great.
Oh,
in,
yes, the street fair.
August.
Right,
Good.
which is at the same time as
Art on the green.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep,
Yeah.
same time.
Cool.
In fact, a lot of people think that Art on the Green is the whole thing. They just call it the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it isn't. It's 3 separate
Events.
entities, putting on.
But it's a great.
But it's all at the same
It brings
time.
a lot of people in town.
And
You'll
I
sell
don't
out.
think, like, those two markets, I don't think they're sending out emails until, like, June or something.
Oh,
so
okay.
we'll see. We'll
They're
have to keep
keeping
in
you
touch.
Exactly.
Follow my Instagram.
That's
That's right.
What is
Yep.
your Instagram?
It's at Kumé Designs. That's it.
And your website is.
KuméDesigns.com.
There you
Okay.
go.
There's so many things there, and she does beautiful work.
Beautiful work.
Don't want to miss it.
Yep.
Check it out.
I know.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do in the future? What do you see, Kennedy? What is your dream?
I think so. My dream is to have a leather store / vintage store / coffee shop.
Ooh,
A whole collective.
that's
Because
fun.
one of my best friends, she collects vintage designer clothes.
Fun.
So like
cool.
all like she's really tiny, so she's able to find like all like the crazy vintage clothes.
Right.
I have some of those in my closet when I used to be tiny.
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, so that would be like my favorite. That would be like my thing that I would want to do, because I've worked at Starbucks for like off and on for a really long time, so I know like how to work a coffee shop.
And then incorporate wine later.
Yes,
and bring
wine and
musicians
beer,
in.
just like wine and beer.
exactly.
Yeah, make it simple. Wine and beer. That'd be perfect.
We'll be regulars.
Yeah, we'll join you. Absolutely. And Kristen wants to say something. And coffee. She's
Oh, yeah.
And you should have coffee too.
Yes,
have
we'll have the
Tubbs coffee.
Tubbs Roasters coffee.
There you go.
Specifically the Peru blend.
There you
The
go.
Costa Rica is my other favorite.
Oh, that's a good one
It's
too.
fair trade. But yeah,
exciting.
that would be. But in the next 2 years, I do want to start doing, because my friend that owns Old Speak, the book beer bar that we were just at, she was asking me about doing leatherworking classes.
Oh, what
like
a
doing like a
great
group class.
idea.
You should do
Yeah,
that.
so I want to try and figure out like how like the tools and stuff that I would have to
What you would need.
like to get for it. But I think it would be fun just to do like the little folding card holder.
Yeah.
Like I feel like people would love to just
Oh, yeah.
do
You know,
that.
it's kind of like canvas and cocktails.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you could do leather and cocktails.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
that sounds kinky. Okay, something else.
I love the term leather babe, and my boyfriend's like, I don't think that's not really like what your demographic is.
I'll work.
You might send the wrong message. I know, right?
I'm usually good with names, so I'll think of something for you.
okay.
But that's funny.
Yeah, but like classes
I
are
love
really
it.
what I want to start
You
going
should.
towards, because I feel like people would really like it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just like a simple wallet, and they can go home with what they made, which is like
There's something about
coolest
accomplishing something yourself,
Yeah.
making it yourself, and going,
Exactly.
I made that.
Right.
I did that.
Right.
so. Yeah, that's what I really want to start doing.
That's cool.
And I've thought about it multiple times, but it's just like the logistics of
Right.
purchasing the tools, because everybody would need like it would have to be like a class of like 7 or something.
Yeah.
Right. You
So-
could start small.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what a great idea.
Okay, I'm going to think of a title for you.
yeah.
There you go.
I'll get it. I'll email you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, your purses are beautiful.
Yeah, they are. In
So,
fact, we're going to
thank
go
you.
shopping here.
We
in a few
are.
minutes.
As soon as we're done, we're going to buy a purse. So we're excited that you have done so well in such a short amount of time.
Yes. And anybody can purchase the bags.
Yes.
Men or women. My
Men or
best friend
women.
in Portland, he carries around a tote bag like
I
no
love
other. And he says it fits a 6-pack of White Claws in it. So
Oh, there you go.
So what do you call that? What is that bag called?
it's the classic tote.
Oh, classic
Perfect
tote.
size, yeah.
For a 6-pack of Bear Claw.
There you go.
I love that. That's, you should call that the Bear Claw.
I know, right?
White Claw.
White Claw.
Bear Claw?
Claw. I
What is
know,
Bear
I don't
Claw?
know.
That's a
I don't know
pastry.
what-
Oh, it is a pastry. Well, my bag would be a Bear Claw pastry.
That's right. Okay, now we got to work on a wine tote.
Oh,
Yeah, I did make wine totes.
You did?
But you know what? The wine event was giving away free wine totes.
so that you can't
so
compete
it's
with
like
that.
kind of
Yeah, you
went
can't
over
compete with
everyone's
that.
heads.
Yeah,
Darn them.
Whatever.
What do they know?
I know.
I
It's
know.
not leather. It's not going to last forever.
It's just gonna, go in the back of their garage somewhere.
Yeah.
Be in a garage sale.
Or it goes to Goodwill.
Yeah,
or
Goodwill.
something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh well. Anyway, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, your designs are beautiful.
Thank
we
you.
wish you the best of luck.
Yes.
This is-
Thank you.
this
We
has
know
been
you're
so
going to do great.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're just delightful.
You got the support of your family, especially your mom over
Yes.
there who's cheerleader.
Whoop.
Yep.
They're my free help.
Yep. I know. And that's all. That's very, very
I pull
valuable.
them from every source.
You
Yeah.
do. You got to do it. Yeah. But if you want to purchase a purse, where do you go? Or a bag?
KuméDesigns.com.
That's
Yes.
right. And check them out.
Check them out and follow my Instagram as well.
Yeah.
I post mostly like all the new stuff that I will start like be selling on the website. I usually post it on my Instagram before.
Do you do special orders?
I usually don't.
Yeah. Because
It does get flooded in my emails do.
Because you have a lot.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No special
You might have to
orders.
start hiring people to help you.
I know.
Ooh,
You're gonna get big.
You'll go big time.
You're going to go big.
big.
You're going to go big or go
big
home.
or go home.
I do have my old roommate from college was like, I'm miserable at my job. Just let me know when you start like making a lot of money. And
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Yes.
being with
Yes.
us.
Thank
We've had a
you.
great time with you this week, too.
Yes.
Weekend.
It's not just today. It's been all weekend.
I
It
know.
has. We've had
been-
the pleasure of spending time with Kennedy, which is like one of my favorite names. You know, I was married to a Kennedy once. Last
You've
name.
been married to a lot of
I know. Only 3. I'm only on 3. Number 3. But anyway,
like I said this morning, we measure the timeline for Callie as to what husband
which
she
husband
was
are you
with.
talking about? The one in the middle doesn't count, in my opinion.
No, we
anyway,
don't like Satan,
you're just delightful.
I know you
thank
are.
you.
We love your mom. We love you, and you're super talented, uber talented. The bags are beautiful. All the stuff you do
I'll
is
have to
great.
show you guys my paintings.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
because I'm a
nobody's seen
painter,
them.
so I want to see
you're a
your
painter
stuff.
too?
Yeah, I want to see
Yeah.
what you do. Yeah,
I actually
yeah.
was.
you
I
was.
was.
I was a painter.
I was. I haven't painted in a long time, but
You
I
should
used to paint.
but
quite
she
a bit.
weaves. She does other things.
I like weaving.
She makes other things that I
I
can't
do.
do. I don't know. But anyway,
Paper mache. I love paper
yeah,
mache.
she does fun
Ooh.
things. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway,
We're so creative.
well, we try.
Yeah, we try.
I mean,
Oh, we're so
you
proud.
know, you know what it is? It's about experimentation.
Yeah.
Go try something.
Yeah.
Just give it a shot. I mean, if you fail, who cares?
Who cares?
You learn
Yeah.
something.
I'm in my office all the time trying.
So
Enjoying.
cheers.
Cheers.
Yay.
Cheers. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kennedy.
Yay. Thank you, Kennedy.
This was so
and we're
fun.
going to not only enjoy looking through your bags now, but I'm sure that we will be excited to look at your bags in the future.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. The Allie and Callie Artcast.com.
That's right.
Oh my God, I got it right.
You got it right.
Who
It's
am
a
I?
miracle.
Who am I anyway?
And thank you again, Eileen and Todd Swanson.
Oh, you got that right.
I did.
Woohoo!
So I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie, and whatever you do today, make sure it's creative and get out there.
Try, experiment.
Do something new.
The Allie and Callie Artcast is brought to you by Tubbs Coffee Roasters, ethically sourced, locally roasted coffee, and Pyramid Printing and Embroidery, serving customers near and far for over 2 decades.